Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about the election and what's coming up. As you know, the presidential election is a very important piece about our country and where we're headed for the future. Now, there was something recently that came out by a guy named Lichtman. You may have heard of him. He is predicting that Kamala Harris will win the race. And he uses what he calls the 13 keys to the White House, which is a system developed by this historian. And he has successfully predicted the outcomes of most U.S. presidential elections since 1984. And he claims that these 13 keys have been applicable looking back in history since the 1800s. So the keys are a series of true and false statements designed to determine whether the incumbent party will retain control of the White House. If 6 or more of the keys are false, the incumbent party is predicted to lose. If fewer than 6 are false, then they are predicted to win. So based on this study, this research that he's done, he can accurately predict who will be the next president. His precedence has shown this. However, there is some other research done by others that claim differently. We're going to talk about 3 different ones. First of all, I want to give you the 13 keys real quickly about how Lichtman comes up with his decision. Number 1, he decides on party mandate. After the midterm elections, the incumbent party holds more seats in the U.S. House of Representatives than they did after previous midterm elections. So is that true or false? You can ask yourself these questions and see if it comes up the same way that he came up with. Then number 2 is the contest. There is no serious contest for the incumbent's party's nomination. Is that true or false? Number 3, the incumbency. The sitting president is running for re-election. Is that true or false? Number 4, a third party. There is no significant third party or independent candidacy, which means if there was a third party, like Robert Kennedy Jr., if he was taking 10% of the votes that are being done in the polling, then he considers that to be a serious concern. Number 5, short-term economy. The economy is not currently in recession during the election campaign. True or false? Number 6, long-term economy. This considers real per capita economic growth during the term equals or exceeds growth during the previous 2 terms. Number 7, policy change. The incumbent administration has effected major changes in national policy. Is that true or false? Regardless how you favor them. Number 8, social unrest. There is no sustained or social unrest during the term. True or false? Number 9, scandal. The incumbent administration is untainted by the major scandals. Number 10, foreign or military failure. Now we're hearing about that already. The incumbent administration suffers no major failure in foreign or military affairs. True or false? Number 11, foreign or military success. The incumbent administration achieves a major success in foreign or military affairs. Number 12, incumbent charisma. The incumbent party candidate is charismatic or a national hero. Number 13, challenger charisma. The challenger is not charismatic or a national hero. True or false? Lichtman's model really emphasizes historical patterns and large-scale political conditions rather than campaign strategies or polls. For the incumbent party to win the election, 6 or fewer of the 13 keys must be false or chewed. If 6 or more keys are false, the model predicts that the incumbent party will lose. Now that's one person's viewpoint, and he has a historical record of predicting this. But when I listen to his discussion, he also says it can change between now and election time because something could happen. So this is what he's predicting as of now in September. Now, there's a guy named by Jim Rickard. He is an American lawyer, an economist, and an author known for his work in finance and investments, particularly concerning economic trends and monetary policies. He has gained recognition for his insight into the financial markets, global economics, and the potential impacts of government policies. Now, Jim Rickard predicted the Great Recession. He predicted Trump would win in 2016 election. He predicted the COVID crisis. Jim also predicted the Biden leaving in 2024 race. He predicts Trump will win and that the Democrats will take back the House and try to impeach him. So Jim has some real consistencies in his predictions and the outcomes. Now, from a different predictor, a guy named by Brandon Dale Biggs, he's a man from Oklahoma. He claimed to have seen a vision from God that foresaw the attempted assassination of Donald Trump months before it happened. And he predicted exactly how it was going to happen, that he would get wounded in the ear. Now, that's an amazing story when you think about it. It's hard to argue his predictions because he gave those months before it happened. So you can laugh about it, but obviously something true came out of it, correct? Now, there is also this betting fair organization called Betfairs, and they have a lot of historical data. The 2024 election odds are sure to swing in the 2 months before the election day on November 5th. I think that's going to be clear. Considering Betfair has taken already $78 million in bets. Still, that's just a fraction of the record $2.2 billion wagered on Betfair during the 2020 election. As of September 8th, 2024, they show a chart that says the odds of winning are 52% Trump and 46% Harris. The betting favorite has only lost twice since 1866, according to the Conversation, a nonprofit news organization. One of these long shots was Trump in 2016. Even on election day, bettors gave Trump just a 17% chance of defeating Hillary Clinton, according to Betfair's historical data. The best I can tell you is that 3 out of the 4 predictors that I just shared with you are predicting that Trump will win presidency. We'll see. More to come as we get closer to the election. Have a great day.